What's up everyone, my name is Vince G. So today I wanted to go over photo editing software. Now having this software is actually the second most important thing besides actually having a camera. So about 5 years ago I switched over to Capture One from Lightroom, and today I wanted to go over 5 different reasons of why you should start using Capture One over any other photo editing software. So let's get into it. So before we talk about the reasons, I wanted to talk about the equipment that I was using at the time when I made the switch over to Capture One. Now when I switched over in about 2017 or so, I had a 2015 MacBook Pro with only a 4-core processor and about 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now in today's standards, that's not really the fastest computer configuration, so if you have something a lot more updated, some of these reasons might not be applicable to you, but they're still good enough reasons for me in my experience. Now with all that being said, let's get into reason number 5, and that's that Capture One runs a whole lot smoother than Lightroom. I really noticed a difference when I was using the brush tool when masking subjects in my photos. Every time that I would try to brush across something, the computer would just bottle down, making the entire masking process super unusable at times. Now, when I took that same exact photo and put it into Capture One, I never noticed the process slowing down. I could brush across a subject without any lag whatsoever, making it so much more enjoyable. The only thing that I would add is that the fans would ramp up in Capture One since it is using quite a bit of computer power, but it never really slowed the entire process down. So if you do a lot of masking and retouching, Capture One is definitely the way to go. Reason number 4, customizability. There's a huge amount of tools and buttons in Capture One that you have the ability to go into each of your panels, turn the ones that you use the most on, and then just get rid of the ones that you don't use. This definitely helps you out a lot, and by doing so, makes your process a whole lot smoother. You can do what you need without all the digging around in the panels and just making it so much more confusing for yourself. And if for some reason there's a tool that you can't find, for Mac users, you're able to just go to the little search icon at the top of the menu bar, search in the tool that you're looking for, and just add it to your panels with ease. Doing all of this when you're first getting into the program will definitely help you better with the transition, and you'll truly make the interface your own. Reason number 3, great color rendition. For some reason that I can't explain beyond actually just seeing it with my own eyes, rendering your raw files in Capture One just makes them look a lot better in my opinion. Capture One's RAW converter always seems to allow me to get as close as possible to what I actually see when taking the photo without any type of hindering on the image. Now, when converting with Lightroom, Lightroom does seem to convert your raw image to their Adobe picture profile, making it see what Adobe thinks is best for your raw file. In Lightroom, you are able to get to the picture profiles from your camera, but it does take a couple of extra steps, as opposed to Capture One just being a lot more streamlined. Now, circling back to color rendition, Capture One also has one of the best color editing tools built right into the program that I think is the best out of any program out there. It's simplistic yet extremely powerful, and that's always a plus. Reason number 2 is actually super awesome. Knowing Capture One has actually landed me a couple of paid gigs as a digital tech and a photo assistant. There are a lot of professional photographers and big studios who rely on Capture One when tethering their cameras for photo shoots. Those photographers always need someone who is familiar with the program and know the ins and outs without messing up their process. This may put you ahead of other assistants that are in the game as well. The more you use it with your own photography, the more you get comfortable with it. There even may be times where you can show a couple of your quick techniques with the photographers that they may not even know themselves. As long as Lightroom has been around, I definitely feel that the industry is starting to really realize the power of Capture One and all the benefits that they can get from the software itself. Last but not least, reason number 1, and that's that Capture One is free for Fuji users. Now there is limited access to the free version, of course, but there was a time when I was not able to get the full version, but I was using the free version and it really didn't slow down my photo editing process. If you're just needing to convert your raw files and do some quick adjustments like adding brightness, contrast, basic editing along those lines, you're able to do that in Capture One Express. They have a whole list of differences between the paid version and the free version that I'll drop a link in the description down below. You do also get a free 30-day trial for the full version without any limitations, just so you can kind of get your bearings around the entire software. I do think this is something that you should at least try before paying for the full version and just diving right in. So that wraps up this video, and those are my 5 reasons of why you should switch to Capture One. Ever since I switched, I never regretted going to Capture One. I've never missed Lightroom ever again. Capture One is truly the most powerful photo editing software to date, and they've done so many good things for the community, and they continue to push out fantastic updates as time goes along. I would like to say, please use whatever makes you feel comfortable and is easier for your workflow. Again, this is all based on my experience and everyone will be different, but I encourage you to at least try, especially with that free trial. Let me know in the comment section down below what editing software that you're using. Also, feel free to ask me any questions I could help you out with if you do decide to switch. If you like this video, please feel free to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Again, my name is Vince G. I'll check you guys out next time.